Hi guys, welcome to travel tip number 3. Tonight I am going to tell you how to look for cheap flights. So one of the things that I like to do is have some cheap travel apps on my phone. And I would highly suggest that you download a travel app called I Know the Pilot, because I Know the Pilot releases cheap tickets on a daily basis. So basically, you might get a notification that there's a round trip to Singapore from Australia for about $300. Now, they release the tickets on certain dates, but you can actually go in and change the dates. And as far as I can see, they don't actually go that much higher than what they're advertising them for. So the most I've ever seen them go up is like $100, like 2 weeks out of when their travel dates are specifying. So I guess what I'm trying to say with that one is that it's good just to have a look around. Like for me, I have to travel in holiday time. So that kind of sucks because obviously the prices are going to be quite a lot higher at that time. But if you can choose your dates, if you're not sort of stuck into the same dates all the time, and if they're not holidays, then there are heaps of options. So it's definitely worth having the app downloaded so that you can check out the prices, see when things are advertised cheaply, think about whether or not you can take your holidays then, all of that sort of stuff. So the app is called I Know the Pilot, and I'd highly recommend it. Another thing to keep in mind is if you are not normally the person that likes to book their own trips online because you, stuff up the dates or whatever, the good thing about I Know the Pilot is that you can get all of the details of the flights and the times and the costing, and then you can take it to your travel agent and ask them if they can either meet or beat that price. So it's kind of a win-win situation. You can continue shopping through your travel agent if that's what you normally do. You can purchase online if that's what you normally do. And you can get a decent price. So I Know the Pilot is totally free to download as well. So really, you're a fool if you don't do it. So another one that I'd also recommend is Next Vacay. I get a lot of their promotions through Facebook. I'm not actually registered with them, but I am in a travel group for girls online, and it's been recommended through that travel group. So it's called Next Vacay, with a Y at the end. And that one, I think there's a fee to start. So it's something like $25 or $30. You sign up to Next Vacay, and then you get a whole heap of cheap airfares sent to you. So they'll tell you when there's a special on or something like that. That's a suggestion through the group that I'm in. Just to clarify, I think that's American dollars as well. So be aware of that if you're going to purchase. The next one I would suggest to you is Groupon. I've used Groupon myself. There is an app, but it's also a website. You probably heard of it, and quite often they have travel specials on. So that one I'd use for more sort of local things like buying 4 nights in, say, the Gold Coast, or I think I've seen some in Port Stephens and stuff like that. There's some decent prices that come through on those. So don't be afraid to look for a travel special and try and find cheap flights. So that's one thing that I'm always doing. And then finally, I guess for cheap flights, the one thing that you can do is book well in advance. So if you do know that you're going to have holidays in a year's time, then, think about booking well before the last minute rush. Because last minute, the prices tend to have always gone up a bit as far as I can see. And so just booking well in advance when no one else has sort of got a ticket means the prices are slightly lower. And, well, at least that's how it feels. I don't know if it's true, but it feels like that. And I always feel like I get a bargain. Okay, so there's 4 things you've got to do now. You need to go away and download I Know the Pilot so that you can check out the free advice they give you on different flights that are available to you. And by the way, they're only available for a certain amount of time. So I think it's like 24 hours or 48 hours, and then the flight disappears. So don't get the dirt with me when you miss out. But definitely something interesting to have a look at even if you don't actually use it. So first thing, download the app I Know the Pilot. Take a look at Next Vacay, consider whether it's for you. I haven't paid the money yet. I think I Know the Pilot is good enough, but it might be something you're interested in, and it's definitely something many women in America seem to be using because they're the ones that are sort of pushing, well, not pushing, but telling me that it's a really great app and that I should be looking at it. The third one, don't forget to check out Groupon. They're really interesting. Their app looks amazing. Take a look at that. It's free again. Get some tips on holidays that you can be taking. They offer both the flights and stayed accommodation, so that's quite interesting. And I think I just said interesting about 3 times, but that's all right. And finally, don't forget that I've forgotten. Oh yeah, book well in advance. If you book well in advance, you're going to always get a better deal. Okay, so good luck. They're your 4 things. I should really record that again, but we're going to leave it there because it's the honest truth. And I've already recorded the same thing about 10 times and stuff up every time anyway, so may as well just give you what I'm giving you. All right, see you soon. Bye. Oh yeah, wait, and don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe down below somewhere, I think, because that's what all cool people do on YouTube. And this week I got 2 subscribers and it was exciting. So like my work so I can keep making fun videos for you with my travel tips. Bye.